My name is Thais Gibson, and I'm the co-owner and creator of the Personal Development School. This is your daily breakthrough video, and in this video, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about some common reasons anxious, preoccupied individuals often reach out after a breakup. So we're going to talk in this video a little bit about some common reasons why this takes place and a little bit about what you can do if you are the anxious person or the ex of an anxious person to sort of create some healthy boundaries and healthier dynamics after a breakup has taken place. So before I dive into all of this, we are doing our Black Friday sale. And so that will be coming out obviously Black Friday for 1 week. And a huge part of that will be our lifetime memberships. A lot of people have requested these again. So I'm listening and just to answer those questions or to respond to a lot of the emails that we're receiving, we are putting them back on sale, very close to what our launch price was. So stay tuned for that. And we also have our With You promotion as well. As long as everything's kind of a little funny in the world right now, we are going to be hosting that. So check that out. Both of them are in the description box below. So some really common reasons anxious, preoccupied individuals reach out after a breakup. A lot of them are based on the core wounds that they experience. So because they're hurt or in pain, because of the abandonment wound that's being activated, the loneliness that they're experiencing because of the I am alone wound, and really like all the inherent stored subconscious meaning that takes place behind that. Also anxious, preoccupied individuals looking for certainty, looking for understanding, looking for, knowing exactly why the breakup happened, wanting that closure component, fearing being by themselves, feeling rejected, not good enough, giving painful meaning to a breakup big time, and sort of struggling to adjust, not sure if they want to be apart, things like this. So what you'll see, obviously, is that anxious, preoccupied individuals, a lot of their reaching out is because these are ways of trying to subconsciously soothe their pain that they're feeling. And if you are the anxious person watching this and you're wondering, why do I reach out to my ex? I know that it's not the right thing to do. I know the relationship's over, it wasn't right, or things like this, but I keep doing it. Really, what this is feedback for is that there are these underlying pieces of yourself that need to be loved and healed and connected to. And so a lot of this is, can you do the reprogramming work around those core wounds, around the I am alone, I will be abandoned, I'm not good enough, I am rejected, I am unloved, I am disliked, I don't belong, I'm excluded. If you feel like your ex has gone off and is doing things with their friends and you feel like you're kind of left out in the cold, a lot of these are actually hurting much more than they would have to because of those core wounds that exist within your subconscious mind to begin with. And when we can do that reprogramming work, and I have other videos on this channel, I'm not going to go into reprogramming too much here, but you can check out other videos on this channel. Or of course, I have like a tremendous amount of information inside the Personal Development School, not only a course on how to heal from a breakup, but also a course on subconscious reprogramming of your attachment style, and a course just on reprogramming your core wounds, and just on learning all these different tools for subconscious reprogramming. So there's all these like application pieces in there that you can research, but I want you to really recognize that a lot of the pain of reaching out is because you're looking for these wounds to be healed, and you're trying to heal them through reconciliation with that person, because that person has been a catalyst to ignite those wounds. But those wounds couldn't hurt this much if you didn't already have them inside of you to a certain degree to begin with. So that's really important to recognize. And it also, the reason that and it doesn't mean that the person didn't leave in a bad way or didn't do something wrong in the relationship and that wouldn't hurt. It just means that the power is in your hands more than you think. Because if you do that internal healing, then you have a point of control when it's these programs that are sort of on fire that are making the relationship hurt so much more, or the ending of it hurt so much more. So those are some really important things to recognize. And then sometimes if you are the person, the partner or ex of an anxious, preoccupied, and you know that they're hurting and you know that they're reaching out and you're looking to you want it to not be so tough on them. A really powerful thing to do is to give them that certainty, to really explain. It's so important for anxious, preoccupied individuals for them to really heal, that they don't think that a door or window is open for the relationship to start over again, or for it to reignite. And the reason for this is, as long as there's a seeming opportunity for that, the subconscious mind will go, okay, let me soothe through that. And it will keep that as a means of soothing. And the subconscious mind of the anxious, preoccupied person will keep wanting to reach out to that source of love, of connection, of something that equilibrates and debunks all of these core wounds that exist in the first place. And that will feel like that's going to be the source of relief. But that's really an internal job at the end of the day. So if you are the ex, you can say, listen, like I know the relationship is not going to work out. 100% you have to move on. Here's why, and to get really clear about it, as clear as possible, as direct as possible. And yes, that can be really tough and painful on the anxious preoccupied, but it's also this opportunity to sort of be set free after a breakup. It's the opportunity to go, okay, I can't focus there. And when the subconscious mind knows with certainty that it can't get its needs met through there, it will start looking for other ways, which will sort of kick into gear the healing process beginning. And so you can give that to yourself if you are the anxious preoccupied person. You can say, look, it's not going to work because this, and this. And some of the reasons that you might reach out is you sort of are hoping to have this like friendship, but the friendship is really to hopefully have a romantic relationship. It's rare that even if you tell yourself we're going to have a friendship, usually there's still a big romantic component there for the typical anxious preoccupied individual. So it's important to note that and not trick yourself by accident into a situation where you are reconnecting with a person, but then they're moving on with their life, and then you're hoping for a romantic connection there, and you stunt your healing process and your growth process, and it becomes an injustice in the relationship to yourself. So it's really important to be mindful about those dynamics that can be at play. And then the last thing I think that's really important to recognize is part of why breakups hurt so much, especially for the anxious person, is because you stay in this internal state of self-abandonment. It's like you keep hoping for somebody to come in and connect and fix it, or to find somebody new, or you keep thinking about that person, but all of your thoughts are like outside focused. And inherently within that is an abandonment in the relationship to yourself. And so part of what's going to help heal you in the process is to start tuning into you. What do I feel? What do I need as a person? Just me. What are my boundaries? What can I focus on? How can I meet my own needs right now? And by really putting that focus on the internal relationship to yourself, your own healing, showing up for your needs, setting your own boundaries, diving into new activities that inspire you or fulfill you, or doing something that sets goals for your life and focuses you on achieving those things, the more you rebuild that relationship to self post breakup, the faster your healing process will go. And the more you reprogram those core wounds and the more you meet your own needs, these sorts of things will be extremely powerful when it comes to healing from a breakup. So I hope that all makes sense. Of course, these are major core reasons anxious, preoccupied individuals do reach out. I would say rarely they reach out to really want a friendship that doesn't have a romantic potential component, unless it's been years and years later. But even then, there can still be sort of a slippery slope. So I will make a separate video about friendships and anxious preoccupied after a breakup and talk about some really important boundaries you can have and key points of awareness to take into consideration. But I hope this makes sense for now. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.